Yeah. Oh, okay. And I thought you went to this. That was last fall. Huh. Oh, so that was and now
All right, welcome everybody to our fifth grade spring concert. I'm going to let them finish getting set up and then I'll check their tuning real quick before we start. Our first song that we'll play is called Roller Coaster Rock. One of the things I like about this one is it uses both of the kind of basic major scales that we teach in fifth grade orchestra. It starts with based on the D major scale and then based on the G major scale, and it kind of forms like a cool little song with that. And then we'll continue after that with a song called Lazy Summer, and I tease them every time we play it that the summer might be lazy, but their posture shouldn't be. The next one we'll play is a round, so Echo Suite. We'll start by playing it once all together, and then we will have two parts playing it in a round. Our next song came out of kind of a combination of requests. So I was trying to figure out what else I wanted to play. I said, we need one more song for our spring concert. And then sometimes I ask the kids, like, well, what kind of song would you like to play? So I had two requests. And one was they wanted to play a fiddle tune. Okay, I've got lots of those. And then the second request was they wanted something where the violins play on the E string and the violas and cellos get to use their C strings. So I have put together this little arrangement of the Breeches Full of Stitches, which has lyrics, and I made them learn the lyrics, but I didn't make them sing in the concert. I thought about it though, maybe someday. But the the lyrics are, oh, the breeches full of stitches, oh, the breeches full of holes. That's pretty much it. But the first part they'll all play together, and then the second, the B part of the tune, has a little harmony part where the tune goes high enough that the violins have to play it up on the E string, and the violas and cellos are going to provide some harmony on their G and C strings. All right, ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And our last piece of the evening is one that I like to do most years. One of the things that I really like to do with the kids is have them do some little improvising or creating solos. And as we do this, every time we do this, every year, I'm reminded of how amazing our elementary music staff is. Melissa Ashbrook, we've got Mr. LaFleur over at Jefferson, and we have Ms. Klussmeyer over at Prairie View and Lincoln. And the three of them really just do such an amazing job preparing the kids for their 5th grade instrumental music experience. When they come in, we have to teach them how to hold the instruments, obviously, because that's all brand new. We teach them how to read the music as it relates to their instrument, but they all come in with a pretty good understanding of how the music staff works, how the lines and spaces work. And that is huge. That goes a long way toward our ability to get these kids going on their instruments. And then the other thing is I discover when I do something like this, when I first introduce the concept of doing solos, I ask them to play just on one note, and I ask them to come up with just 4 measures of rhythm, right? I play the backing on the piano, I ask them to play 4 measures of rhythm, and the fact that they don't really hesitate to do it, and they all have a really good sense of what that means. I'm doing 4 measures of rhythm, they can do it, it sounds great, and again, I didn't teach them that. They came in with those skills from their elementary music teachers. So I just want to give them a huge shout out because our music staff here in Beaver Dam is so great. Thank you. So our last piece is called Brother John is Blue, and it is a minor version of Frere Jacques. And so we'll play the tune through twice, and then we will have several little 4-measure solos, which they've been practicing, but they didn't write them down, so they are usually a little different every time, and they're always awesome. So we'll have Joe, Ryland, Sapphire, Allison, Leah, Luna, and Ellie are all going to play a little 4-measure solo, and then we'll finish off with playing the tune one more time. thank you so much. We really look forward to teaching all these guys next year as 6th graders at the middle school. The Beaver Dam Middle School music team has been diligently working to get prepared for them. But for now, we will bring up our 5th grade band for the next part of the concert after a brief reset of the stage. So band kids, hold tight until we tell you that you're ready to go, okay?
It's Marcel, something about Marcel. No, because she's standing there. In front of me, with the table.
All right, thank you very much. On the stage is a fifth grade band, and that first tune was School Song. So we learned 2/4 time and how to play in 2/4 time, so 2 beats in a measure. And you heard some people play solis, so a smaller group of people playing within the band, and then there were 2 T sections where the whole band was playing. So our next tune is called Go Tell Bill, which is kind of like the William Tell Overture. And with this one, we learned 8th notes. right, so our next tune is Bingo, and so in this one we learned pickup note. So this starts with a pickup note, so it not a complete measure of music, and we learned how to slur notes and different kind of articulation. So tonguing at the beginning, and then just moving their air and their keys or their valves, or and to make the next note. So the difference between tonguing each note and then slurring each note, so different articulation. So this is Bingo. All right, so our next tune is called Down in the Valley. So this time we got to play in 3/4 time. We learned what a dotted half note is in terms of our instrument, and we were continuing with the slur articulation, so slurring some notes and tonguing some notes, and we had different tie values with our notes. So there were some notes that were held up to about 5 beats for this tune. So lots of different things for Down in the Valley, and also dynamics. So playing louder and playing softer. All right, so our next selection is Frere Jacques, and what we learned with this piece is this piece can be played in a round. So we played a round for our last concert, and for this concert for Frere Jacques, we are going to play this 2 times. Once is going to be a 2-part round, so we're going to have woodwinds and brass play, and we're going to play it again as a 4-part round. So we're going to have trombones, euphoniums, trumpets, saxophones, and flutes, clarinets, and oboes. So this is Frere Jacques.
Yeah.
Okay, so next is called Man on a Flying Trapeze. So for this tune, we learned first and second endings and repeats. So the first time we play it, we're going to play the music in the first ending, then we're going to repeat almost back to the beginning, and the second time we're going to play the music in the second ending, but we're going to skip over the first ending. So just a little bit of a different way with first and second endings that the music is laid out. Okay, and so our last piece for the concert is entitled Arlie. So with this piece, we're going to have slur articulations for the notes, but this time, instead of just slurring 2 notes, there are some times where the notes are slurred 4 notes at a time, and there's a different key signature for this one as well, and different dynamics.